It's time for Battle Tower singles, round 25. So what happened to round 24? Did I forget to record? Did my the recording corrupt? No, something much dumber. Yesterday I was pretty tired, so I figured I'm not gonna play on the long streak. I'll go grind up some open levels because I'm only in the low rounds. So my boxes are a bit of a mess because I had so many teams and I didn't have anything organized anymore. So well, I turned on the video to watch and I grabbed my team and I turned off my brain and started spamming my strong moves with the early round stomping team. And I didn't really realize anything was wrong until I received 15 BP instead of 3. And I'm like, wait, what did I just do? So yeah, I really turned off my brain yesterday and I brought my early round stomping team to round 24. And I didn't even notice. I guess I've just been playing so many high rounds lately that seeing Regis, Latios, yeah, those are totally fine in round 3. So yeah, no round 24, we're going straight to round 25. I guess it's a good thing that nowadays I'm using a team that's actually kind of good to stomp the early rounds, because in the past the team that I used wasn't actually that good, at least not for higher rounds. But now I've used that team to beat actual rounds before, just a bit faster and a bit less consistent. It was very nice to beat like round 24 in like, I don't know, 20 something minutes. Trash Tauros. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what does Trash Tauros do. And yeah, I guess we'll jump to the voiceover in a bit. So I will see you in the 7th battle. Alright, we're up against Lead Tauros with the Trash Swagger Facade Earthquake. This is the only Tauros set that outspeeds my Moltres, so it's actually dangerous for me. So I'm gonna go into Skarmory here. And we have a Lum Berry, so it's gonna Swagger again, and we're at +4, which I was a bit scared at this point. I wasn't sure how much damage Hidden Confusion was gonna do to me. But luckily we don't get Hidden Confusion. I'm taking a while to decide what to do because I'm afraid of the confusion. And out comes Duxio, who is also faster than Moltres. But I do want to switch because of the confusion, but I decide to risk it. And I get burned by Tri-Attack, but I also snap out of confusion, so that's fine. And turns out this Duxio doesn't have any rock type moves, so we're fine. And I just wanted to stall until it used Tri-Attack so it couldn't paralyze me on the switch or freeze me. And now I'm fine because it's not going to do any damage to me. And I can just stall this out. So my the team I accidentally used in the previous round also had Lead Tauros. It's a Choice Band Tauros and then Calm Mind Latios with no recovery move, and then curse Skarmory. And yeah, I actually didn't have any problems with that round until the last battle where I missed Metagross thanks to Bright Powder. And then almost lost, but I won anyway. So yeah, that's that was something. Yeah, I I was watching Tetrafolium's Bennett video, and yeah, I really wasn't paying attention. That I was encountering some Pokemon that are somewhat normal, like a Slowbro and a Miltank, and most of the others I don't really remember. Flygon, Salamence, another Metagross. And yeah, it just it did not click that it's not normal to see all those strong Pokemon in round 3. I really was not paying attention. But I'm so used to using that team without paying attention that that I just breezed through most of the fights anyway on autopilot. And here the last Pokemon Venusaur, its only attacking move is Giga Drain, so it's free. And I scouted it with Whirlwind because you never know what might be in the back. There's definitely a battle later on that has a dangerous Pokemon in the back. That's good that I scouted it. But yeah, for now we're gonna have to stall this. And I actually don't send out the Blissey at all. I think it's the 4th fight where I send out Blissey for the first time this round, which is crazy. But there were a lot of physical attackers. So I probably could have set up on this Venusaur. But I wouldn't have been able to take out both the Dugtrio and the Tauros, so it wouldn't have helped that much. Probably. So here I just set up a substitute just before Venusaur dies. And now I can hopefully Will-O-Wisp the Tauros. I've been missing a lot of Will-O-Wisp. I'm trying to decide if I want to stall out all the PP or risk missing. But I hit, so it's fine. Yeah, 75% accuracy is not great. Burn is great, but yeah, there definitely were some. There are some situations where you really need that burn on that exact turn, or you're gonna be in trouble. But luckily we got it here. And we probably would have been fine if we missed, but it would have been troublesome. And Dugtrio last, but Dugtrio can't really do anything. So the next battle is quite something. Gonna be against the Bug Maniac, who have the Bug Maniacs have been bothering me lately. Been really annoying. And this round really made me miss Flamethrower. Not just because of the Bug Maniac. There's also annoying Metagross and maybe some others as well. So Scissor, easy Flamethrower kill. We don't have Flamethrower, but I'm like, well, it has Silver Wind. What is it gonna do to me? And of course, it's Agility Baton Pass. Like I burned this, and I missed, but I eventually burned this, and I'm like, well, it's not gonna do anything to me. And So it's gonna Silverwind again. I'm like, that's fine. It has one more PP before it's going to Baton Pass. Never mind. It goes for the Baton Pass with one Silverwind left. And now I'm up against the Heracross and I'm like, does this have Guts or does this have Swarm? Also, it has +2 speed, so I'm slower. Which is a problem. And it also has Brick Break, so I can't just go into Skarmory. And the Scizor also got an Omni boost, so it's not just at +2, it's at +3. So yeah, I stall out the moves and then I decide to risk. And it keeps going for counters. I was like, well, I don't want to waste all of my substitutes, so I'm just gonna go Will-O-Wisp, and then it goes for Brick Break, and now I'm like, uh, is this Guts? And it is Guts, and we almost die. I should have gone for Morning Sun. But yeah, it dies to burn. And then last it's Armaldo. I'm like, I hope this isn't Swords Dance. But it isn't. It's another potential Omni boost. But it doesn't get the Omni boost, luckily. And it starts spamming Protect. And the first one failed because I also went for Protect. So now we're switching. I'm protecting, it's protecting. Except for here. Finally went for the Omni boost. Or for the Ancient Power, but didn't get the boost. Now it's Tormented, so I can... Well, I was gonna protect on the Ancient Power, but then went for Protect. But yeah, eventually it runs out and we can safely switch to Moltres again. And luckily we didn't get crit on the switch. We would have been fine. We still had Blissey. Now we got crit. And we get crit again. It's Scope Lens, so it's likely to crit with Slash. And eventually we burn it. I think we're going for it now. Yes. And now we just have to wait for it to die. And the next battle, of course, there's another Heracross. There's a lot of double Pokemon in the first couple of battles. Well, maybe it's only twice. Yeah, there's Heracross and Marowak, and the next battle also has a Marowak. But yeah, Armaldo's finally dead. Burn takes a while, and then Scizor is still here. But it has one Silverwind and it's burned, so it's never gonna do anything. Even if I didn't have the substitute. Oh no, it's fast and it's high attack. On to the next trainer, which leads with a rhydon with Quick Claw, of course. So there have been no Pokemon that can just freely stall out at the start. We get some Horn Drills. And I was checking which one it is, and this one doesn't have a rock move. And it can't Horn Drill because it's scouted sturdy, so I know it's not gonna go for it. And then here, that's the last Horn Drill PP, so now I'm safe to set up. And yeah, its best move, Megahorn, it crits and it doesn't break the sub. Best move after Crush Claw, that is. And Crush Claw is only 10 PP. Megahorn misses. And I think we go for the burn now. Or did I try to stall it out so I could Whirlwind? I think I'm trying to decide right now. Because this cannot hurt Moltres, this cannot really hurt Skarmory. It's like, I should probably Scout. I actually got the Quick Claw crit. On the turn I went for the substitute, so I get it up immediately. So yeah, now I've decided let's Whirlwind. And there's the Heracross. And I'm like, really? Another one? This is gonna have guts again? And then there's Marowak, and I'm like, oh no. Swords Dance. And it goes for the Swords Dance, but I went for the Whirlwind. Now I'm like, how am I gonna deal with this? And I decide Moltres can deal with this. So yeah, we burn the rhydon and we're gonna stall this. And it's gonna struggle. But it's not gonna deal much damage. Set up a substitute. Waste some Will-O-Wisp PP. But yeah, it's another battle with all physical attackers, so nothing for Blissey to do here. So basically had 2 Pokemon for 3 battles. And now I'm like, do I want to burn this Heracross or not? Like, I'm kind of scared because of the last battle. But yeah, I don't really have to be scared because it doesn't have +2 speed. But first I stall the Rock Slides. And then it doesn't have a good move. It has Brick Break, Megahorn, and Earthquake. And of course I missed the Will-O-Wisp again. And get crit by Megahorn, but I don't think it mattered. And I'm running quite low on PP and I'm missing another Will-O-Wisp and like, oh no. Oh no. I still need to stall out the Marowak. What am I gonna do? And I'm not sure if I could have done something with Whirlwind, maybe. But we're lucky it's not Guts and the crit Brick Break doesn't break the substitute. Which was very nice. Because then I knew it's not Guts. And now it's out of PP. And Marowak has Rock Slide, so we're gonna stall out the Rock Slide first. Or well, we're gonna protect to start stalling it out. We land the burn immediately, luckily. And we get crit again, but doesn't really matter because it's a quad 4 effective move. And eventually Marowak dies. and then comes back immediately in the next battle. Because here it is again. Lead Marowak with Swords Dance. But Swords Dance not going to do anything. Because it's Rock Slide, Icy Wind, Swords Dance, Earthquake, I think. A ground move anyway. But yeah, we're gonna stall out all the Rock Slides. Then it's gonna Swords Dance, I think. Or it's gonna Icy Wind first. No, it's gonna Icy Wind first, I think. And that let me know I don't have to fear this Pokemon anymore. So I can just stall this out. Then next, Metagross. And it's the annoying Bright Powder Thunder Punch Metagross. I really dislike Thunder Punch Metagross because I often have Skarmory and I can't wall this with Skarmory. So yeah, it's not just annoying for this team, it's annoying for a lot of my teams. And it deals a lot of damage. I'm like, I still don't know what the last Pokemon is. I would like to scout the last Pokemon. How am I gonna deal with this? Do I just burn this? And I'm like, I don't know. Could be something in the back, maybe. So I'm like, I'm not sure how to stall this. I'm like, I can go to Blissey maybe, and I can at least scout which set it is because there's two Metagross with Thunder Punch, and one of them would be a lot easier to stall than the other. Blissey gets crit on the switch. I didn't notice this actually. So I can stall Meteor Mash. That tells me which set it is. And then because I didn't notice the critical hit, I was like, man, that did two Thunder Punches, did like 100 HP almost. I'm gonna have to switch more. I'm not gonna have enough HP to stall all of this. This is Meteor Mash and then triple special. But now that now that I saw that it was a crit, maybe I could have stalled it, but it would still have been risky. There was another crit, I might have died. So I decide not to switch stall anymore. Just stall out all the Thunder Punches and then I think I Whirlwind. Yeah, there's a Psychic. I was looking at the Psychic damage. The Psychic did like 50% to Moltres. I'm like, oh no, if I get crit, I'm just dead. And then there's Flygon. I'm like, okay, the Metagross has Bright Powder, so I know it's not Bright Powder Flygon. So it's Scope Lens, which is also scary. So I go into Blissey, get burned. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to switch so I can switch to Moltres on an Earthquake. And now I'm gonna stall out all the Dragon Claws. But it gets a bit risky because I was pretty low on HP. Well, I wasn't that low yet. I probably could have just kept going for the substitutes. I'm trying to figure out when do I Morning Sun, because of course there's Scope Lens, so there's high chance to crit, but Dragon Claw doesn't kill me if I'm max HP. So here I'm trying to decide, do I Morning Sun or not? And I decide on this turn to Morning Sun, but now I actually could die to a high roll crit. So if I was gonna Morning Sun, probably better to do it on the previous, like before I made the last substitute. But it didn't get crit, so it didn't matter. And actually it didn't do that much damage. So either I got a low roll or something, or it just wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. And now it's out. And it has Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Earthquake left. So yeah, I'm basically invincible. Just gonna burn some turns with the Will-O-Wisp before I try to set up a substitute and prepare for the Metagross. Let's see, how many Will-O-Wisps do I miss against Metagross? 1, 2. There's one. But Meteor Mash misses. Okay, I think I hit now. Yeah. Got a bit lucky. But we were fine at this point. I think. I hope. And Blissey finally got to do something. Even if it wasn't useful. Except for the switch, sort of. I mean, I could have switched into Flamethrower. But this way I dodged the crit, so... Yeah, on to the next trainer. Parasol Lady Page, who leads with the Blastoise. Which is a very easy stall because it's Hydro Pump. Only 5 PP. And then I'm like, finally a special attacker. Although actually I thought, like I looked at it and I saw a fighting move and I just had a couple of Pokemon with Brick Break, so I was like, okay, that's Brick Break. But no, it has Seismic Toss. So I didn't need to burn, but it's fine. We still almost completely set up. It helps that it's Shell Bell. Probably gave me another turn or two. And then the next Pokemon is going to be Electrode. Which could have been annoying because it's Double Team, Bright Powder. But it doesn't have recovery, so it's gonna die at some point. It also has Swagger, which could be annoying. I went for the hidden power there, so I knew that I still had my substitute up. Instead of just letting it die to the burn and letting it get off another move. Substitute gets crit. So it goes down earlier than expected. Then we get paralyzed, so that's a bit unfortunate. But we don't get fully paralyzed immediately, so we're fine. Now we get paralyzed a couple of times. Well, I tried to go to +6. But it spams Swagger, so nothing happens basically. Now we're at full HP and I just need to land one hit. And I do. And last Pokemon, Executor, goes for the Solar Beam. No Sun. And we get the 2-shot. So that was the first easy battle this round. I really needed an easy one because the next one is going to be very difficult. Starts with Swampert. Swampert is annoying because it's a mixed attacker. And I would like to set up with Blissey again, but of course I cannot. It has Earthquake, and Earthquake deals an insane amount of damage even when it's burned. I was hoping I could switch in on a Mirror Coat, I think. Something like that. Oh no, I wanted to I wanted to switch stall the Earthquakes, but it kept going for Miracle, so it didn't work. Or basically, I think I just gave up after the first one. And I burned it, and then I looked at the damage calc, and it's like 40% damage to Blissey while burned. And I'm like, okay, let's not go for that then. So just stall it out with the Moltres. Skarmory also takes a lot of damage, and this also has Ice Beam, so I don't want to risk getting frozen. And the Ice Beam also does enough to break my substitute, so it's also annoying. But at least it goes for Miracle a bunch, so that's a free turn. But then the real problem is the next two Pokemon. Because there's Curse, Double Team Miltank, and then there's also Curse, Quicklaw, Snorlax. And like, oh no. Well, I have Whirlwind for this, but then I miss Whirlwind like 4 times in a row or something against the Miltank after it sets up one double team. And like, oh no. And then at some point I also get double crit by the Miltank. I'm like, oh no, one more crit and I'm dead. Yeah, here's the double team. I'm like, oh no. Let's get rid of this. And I'm like, oh no, it's Snorlax. This definitely has Curse. Now I have to deal with 2 Pokemon with Curse. Like, okay. And I miss, and it sets up Curse. I'm like, oh no. And I miss again. It sets up another Curse, and I miss again. And here I'm like, at which point do I just lose? Like, I have to keep the Skarmory around. So do I let Blissey die so I can stall with Moltres, and then when Miltank is out of attacks, I can go back to Skarmory and Whirlwind again? Is that what I have to do here? I'm like, not yet, not yet. So it sets up another one, and I miss again. Like, and I finally hit. Okay. And I go for the rest, and we still have the Lum Berry, so we're fine. Like, whew. That was way too scary. But I was basically fine. But yeah, if Skarmory died, I would lose. Potentially. To the Quick Claw Snorlax. But now Miltank is behaving and just going for Cursed turn 1 every time, so I'm fine. I'm trying to figure out how many curses each Pokemon has left. And then at some point, the Miltank does something very weird. Once it's out of curse, it starts double edging me. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna Milk Drink because it's low, and then it keeps double edging me. And I'm like, it's gonna Milk Drink, right? And it keeps double edging me, and then it's like at 5% HP. I'm like, wait, I don't want this to die yet because I want to Whirlwind the Snorlax still, I think. Or I needed to heal Moltres, something like that. Like, oh, this is the point where I get double crit. And I was like, oh no, do I just lose if I get crit again? But no, the roll wasn't high enough. But it keeps going for double edge. I'm like, it's gonna Milk Drink, right? Right? Like, I have Torment. I can force it to Milk Drink. Let's do that. And it was just in time, but it was also like the last double edge. So if I went for Protect, I would have been fine as well. Or like, yeah, 1 HP. But I think that was the last double edge, so it didn't actually matter. Don't remember. Did Snorlax still have curses? I think it ran out earlier. I think the bigger problem is Moltres is low. Yeah, it's out of curse. I think I just needed some time to heal up the rest of the squad. So I heal up the Blissey, which isn't really necessary, but I don't know. It could be good for the double edge recoil or something. Yeah, now I'm trying to get rid of all the double team boosts. So I can land a Will-O-Wisp. Still has a couple of double teams though, and I'm gonna miss. And I'm gonna miss again, I think. And I might just Whirlwind again, just to get rid of this, because I keep missing. Oh no, oh yeah, that Lum Berry, and I'm like, really? Let's get the... But then we burn the next turn, so I'm like, okay. Then it's fine. And I heal up the Skarmory, burn the rest turns. And I set up a substitute, but I don't have time to heal, I think. Yeah, don't have time to heal, so that's a little bit scary. But Snorlax is almost out of good moves anyway. There's Shadow Ball, Brick Break. So Brick Break is still a bit scary for the Skarmory. And of course the Blissey cannot tank it at all, but if Brick Break is out, then Shadow Ball is just free. But we get the early burn, so it doesn't matter. Alright, and then we're gonna go to the Annabelle Gold fight, which I forgot was a thing. But yeah, we'll go to live recording. Okay, we're finally in the last battle. That was an exhausting round. Partially because I was a lot more tired than I thought I was when I started the round, and partially because there were a lot of annoying Pokemon. But now we're at Annabelle, which I kind of forgot about, because I've been playing a bunch of doubles lately, and of course there's no Annabelle in doubles. Okay. Whew. Let's see, Calm Mind? No, immediate Thunderbolt. I think that's the first time. Oh, it's only the third time I'm battling Annabelle with this team. And it doesn't matter at all. Right, 10 PP. And when it's out of PP, we let it set up fully before we Whirlwind. That's what I forgot last time. Okay, 14. And that's every Thunderbolt. Calm Minds. And we're just gonna keep switching to save PP. Okay, let's go for the first Whirlwind here. It's at +6. Latios, that's not who we want to see. Goes for Psychic, hopefully we don't miss. Okay. I'm gonna rest up. There's 20 PP on Calm Mind, so it's gonna take a while. Curse is only 10, luckily. Well, if that was 20, that would be a lot worse. I've kind of lost track, so I'm just gonna keep switching until it stops calm minding. And my brain is fried after this round. Okay. It's resting. Another reflect. There's Snorlax, very good. One curse. Should go for a second one, yes. Latios goes for Calm Mind. Yeah, we can never protect away Psychic PP or something like that. Another curse. That's 4. That's some good progress. Go away, Latios. Nobody likes you. At least it went for Calm Mind. It's only gonna have 2 left after we're done stalling this time. And worst case scenario, we can easily take out Raikou at +2. I mean, even at +6, we can take it out. Just gonna cost a lot of PP. Okay, rest. And reflect. And a Snorlax, very nice. Only 4 more curses to go. Another Calm Mind from the Latios. We just need to not miss. We didn't miss, very nice. One Calm Mind. Just gonna Calm Mind again or reflect? Okay, it's out of Calm Minds now. Latios is back with another Calm Mind. Come on, give me Snorlax. Another Calm Mind. I'm running low on Whirlwinds. Okay, we might not stall out all the curses. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't go for curse. I'll go for a double protect. There's a curse. Good. That is 8. I only have 7 Whirlwinds left. I also need to get back to Raikou. I mean, I guess I could stall out the Snorlax. Okay, I'll just try again. Not you. Okay, I think at this point I just have to set up. Just have to live with Snorlax being able to set up curse twice. It shouldn't really matter, I think. I hope. I think there's still a couple of rests left. Let's see how much damage we deal. That goes a Lum Berry, so the first one doesn't really matter. Okay, we can kill this while it's asleep. Or while it's awake, apparently. Psychic from the Latios. And that's a crit. Which is not good, because I need that substitute against Snorlax. Okay, I think we're fine. Just needs to not crit on this turn. Of course. Oh, we got saved by Bright Powder? I wonder if I could have stalled Latios out of attacking moves. Because for some reason it never sets up Calm Minds when I already have Calm Minds with Blissey. So maybe I could have stalled it out and then I could have Whirlwinded Snorlax to get rid of the last curses. That's not a lot of damage. Okay, that's all the curses. Now it's probably going to rest and it has Chesto Berry. Yes. And now it's set up at +2. This isn't the best. I think I'm just gonna let Blissey die. Oh, it went for rest again. And we get a crit, but I don't think the crit was needed anymore. Oof. Well, it would have gone for rest again, I guess. Man, that was scary. This round was really trying to end the run. Whew. But we made it through. $175 wins. Oh. Man, I am exhausted after this round. But we made it through. Oh. There were a lot of moments in this round where I thought, well, maybe it's over if I get a little bit more unlucky here. Then it's the end, but it was not the end. And we made it. Yeah, I want to look up how much damage this Snorlax do. Because it didn't see a kill because it went for rest. Wait. No, what? It should have seen a kill. Low roll was 99.7%. Why didn't it try to kill me? Why did it rest? I don't know. I think I probably still could have won. With Moltres stalling a lot of PP and Skarmory only takes 33 to 39%. So with Torment up, could probably stall a lot of PP. Yeah, I think I could have probably won, but we don't have to find out. Probably should have tried to stall out all the attacking moves on the Latios. That would have been nice, and if it starts setting up Calm Mind, I could still have killed it. I guess that's what I'm gonna do next time if I don't get the luck I need and only Whirlwind in Snorlax 4 times. I'll add that to my notes. But yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.